Hi, this is Ingrid from Quiltessential Co, and we're going to be doing our April block of the month. And I hope you're having fun doing all these puzzles, and it's a really cool block. And if you have other things that you want to do, think about doing something like this. This is made out of batiks, and you can do it out of layer cakes and some pieces on the edges, or you could cut it out of fat quarters. You just need a square and surround it and put it together. But batiks always look lovely together. So think about using up some of your stash. And now let's go cut. So when you cut these out, just remember, label, label. So your first fabric is going to be squares, and these are A's. When you cut your rectangles for B's, make sure that you cut them carefully, because sometimes if you don't cut them a certain way, you'll run out of fabric. So you have enough in your kit, make sure you cut them the correct way for what you have in your package. C, these squares must be exact. The other stuff, not quite so much, but these must be exact like the pattern asked you. And then D, E, and F are all squares cut into triangles, and they're all going to be labeled A2. And now we're going to start sewing it together. So you're going to take your C squares, and on 2 of your C squares, you are going to be adding your D A2s, and on 2 of them you're adding your E A2s. And remember, when you sew them, you're going to pin them like this, and you're going to sew them with the square up. So you can make sure as you sew that your 1/4 inch is perfect with your square. Don't worry about the triangles, they'll take care of themselves. And you're going to then press those. And here you have, on this particular example, you have C with E. Your next time, you're going to be adding another E here, like this. And on the other side, you're adding an F. So when you sew those and open it up, it will look like this. And you'll end up with 2 of them that have E's all around with 1 F. And then you're going to do D's all around and put 1 F. So you're going to end up with 2 like this and 2 like the previous, and then we're going to trim them up. So we're using the A2 trim up in our block, and you're going to place that right over the top of C, and when that is exactly where it needs to be, then you're going to trim up 2 sides. I'll just show you how that goes. And then you're going to turn it. What was diagonal here goes 1, 2 twists. And when you put the next one on, actually I'm going to use this end, because this has my exact 3.5 right here. So that's going to make it just perfect for going in this spot right here. And you'll see here you're 1/4 inch away from your point, here you're 1/4 inch away from your point, and then you can trim and trim. Okay? Once you've done that 3 more times, you will have the center. So here is your C, and that's where the F all comes together, and that's where the other ones come together, and you have a lovely flat center. Now, I want this to be so that when we give it to our long armor, that they can stitch through this and it's not too bad. So I use the Canadian Easy Press pen from Precision Piecing, and I like to run this down here and run this down here, and when I press it, you'll see even though this has been in my bag, it stays nice and flat all the time. So I like these nice and open. So we have our center made, and now we're going to finish up our block. And so we're taking our 2 A's and adding it to a B, 2 A's adding it to a B. That's this row and this row, and on the center row, you just add a B to the square that you've just made. Put it together. I also designed a little project for you, so if you want this to be a quilt that's a little bit different, you make 6 blocks with your B's that are light, 6 blocks with your B's that are dark, and it makes a really cool quilt. So you might want to try that. So there's your block for April. Well, I hope you enjoyed sewing today. And for those of you far and wide who are sewing with me across Canada, I hope you're having a good time. And we do get new Canadian things into the store every single week. So keep checking our website because we are putting them in a little Canadian section now so that you know. But we do support Canadian designers and we support anything that we can that's local. And if you found this video useful, please leave us a like and click subscribe for future content. And this has been Ingrid from Quiltessential Co. And thank you for sewing with me today. It's been fun and I'll see you soon.